gone for the big dive. Hamilton dives out of the way.
But no, Ice is going to do it. He comes across the line to take P1 on his debut. What an amazing race. It's the battle of the late breakers, and a late risk gets it.
Lovely move from Scotty.
Look, here we go, then around the outside. Oh, what a move by Eli. That is not a place you overtake.
Buddy War's not going to give us up without a good fight.
Oh dear me. Oh, and look at that. Peg Dorniak and Charlie going at it. Rampul. In the last corner, who's going to get the better traction? Race the better line. It's going to be a drag race to the finishing line. Good evening everyone and welcome back to 7th Gear Racing for tonight's Tier 1 action. It's time for round 13 of 15 and tonight's host city is Baku. Baku, of course, which held its first race way back in 2016. Sorry, hang on, my notes close. That's always a good start, isn't it? Baku offers a mixture of wide and open, tight and twisty. The long main straight along the Baku shoreline is a slipstream mecca with cars able to run free wide into turn 1. The action often looks a bit more like IndyCar in F1. However, from there the track loops around the city's narrow, winding, cheery old town, dramatically wending past Baku's medieval city walls. As like Monaco, the slightest mistakes are punished quickly and severely. In terms of overtaking opportunities, you will see turn 3 is the main one. And of course, the second one is down into turn 1. You've got to be a bit bold to overtake in turn 1 due to the fact that obviously if you do overtake, you'll be set up to potentially get back re-overtaken. But right, we are in for tonight then. Welcome to Baku. As what's happened there? Turner's retired. Has he got a qualifying ban? Well, either way, Turner won't be setting a lap. So the first two to set a lap will be Tier 2's Poe, who will be looking to add to Ferrari's points tally, who are finally off the bottom of the Tier 1 constructor standings. In terms of the Drivers' Championship, it's getting closer. Turner is on 203 points, Spencer is 180. Yes, that is a 23-point gap, however, it was 37 last week going into Australia, so it's starting to hot up. Firmsy, who was the other person who had a sliver of a chance, but he isn't racing tonight, so he is officially out of the chance. In terms of constructors, Mercedes have wrapped up the standings, so they will, well, a bit of a bubbly tonight, I imagine, once Joel gets the drinks in. few standards tonight, as you can see. James has come in. I think he's had a bit of issue trying to get into his car. Ferns is racing. My apologies, I'm an idiot. Some other interesting stats for tonight. So obviously we are on board with Elite Risk. Currently, if he gets P4 or higher tonight, he will become the first driver to reach 1,000 points in 7GR. No small feat, I can tell you that. Benzer, of course, who is P2 in the championship. He is on a 35 race point scoring streak. He'll want that to continue to keep in touch with the championship. And of course, most importantly, tonight is 7th Gear Racing's 250th race. That's right, we're at number 250 already. It's gone absolutely bananas so far. So, we are with Benster. What kind of lap can he put in? Let's see. How will he take? 10, 19, flat out. Didn't look that smooth, but I'm sure it's smooth enough to. I'm sure he'll trouble the top 5 quite easily. Elite Risk from a storming lap. Look at that. And there you go. P3 a 39.6, so 3 tenths off the pace of Elite Risk, and Benson decides to go straight on. Right, who else hasn't set a lap so far? We've got Krigmet and Winnitz. Winnitz is not going to be setting a fast lap. Tyler, we've got a lot of standards tonight. What about Visions? Can he set a lap without bottling it? He can, a 140.4, just half a tenth behind the Williams of Dan. What about Tyler then? Racing in Tier 1 for the Williams team. Not so smooth around there. Oh, he's going to get blocked. Ooh, I think his teammate was trying to give him I'm not so sure what his teammate was trying to do. Anyway, I think it's Gosling and Tyler will be pitting. With Dan pitting, he is. So, yeah, I think his lap was kind of ruined there. Which is a bit of a shame. But of course, see, look at that. So Mercedes have won the Constructors, but they are currently, I mean, neither of them are going to be setting a lap tonight. So, it's going to be fun times, isn't it? So, of course, with some of the big hitters out, Ogwe not setting a lap, that will give others a chance to get further up the grid. You've got Visions in P7, Jake P8, got Krigmet up there in P10, who was a good race in Australia until it went wrong, which is a bit obvious. Lenny, of course, returns for his third outing in Tier 1 in a row. Can he pick up the points that he desperately needs to get AlphaTauri off the bottom? They are currently 12 points drift of Ferrari. That one race swing was so devastating for AlphaTauri last week. As Adam continues not being able to race, Visions, as fast as he can be, is liable to a spin. Track like Baku, it's all about survivability. So if Lenny finishes, there's a good chance that he might even get points. Alright, let's see how smooth Lenny is around this section. Not hugging the walls too much, but nice and straight. There you go. You saw Tyler going around there. He lost quite a lot of momentum going around there, but Lenny was able to keep the speed. Let's see what kind of speed he can reach going down the front straight. Very fast. He goes P12. 42.5. Only 3 seconds off. I'm sure he won't mind that too much. Bio is invalidated. I believe Dylan's on an outlap. Well, let's give him a lap time now, so maybe he is. I think he... Let's stay with Dylan anyway, shall we? Oh, and Lovely stuff. We go on board doing it and he spins. I apologise for the curse. So Elite Risk looking to go for his second run. He's got to be careful here, otherwise he's going to give the Williams a toe there. Yeah, I like it. Nice and tight. Let's stay on board, shall we, with our provisional pole setup. He's giving Dan a toe. Dan snuck in there, hasn't he? Is it Dan or is it Dan? No, it's Tyler. So Tyler's the one that's going to benefit from the slipstream, if anyone. Right, back on board with Elite Risk. Oh, look how close he is to that wall. Woo! Crazy close. That is why he's one of the world's best. Look at that. Look how close he can get to the wall, just kissing it ever so slightly. Reminded me of Jim Clark in kissing the hay bales as one of the Hasses has gone round. I think it was Firmsy, wasn't it? No, it was Matt Veg. Oh dear, Matt Veg. Right, come on in. Back on board with Elite Risk. Let's see how he takes the castle section, shall we? Of course, a track like Baku, you've got to kind of compromise. Do you want speed or do you want corners? Either way, if you go one way or the other, you're going to be hurting. So balanced setup is sometimes the best here. Once again, you see how close Elite Risk is to these walls. It's absolute crazy how close he is. It's just millimetres away from just losing a wheel. Supreme skill from the McLaren TP. Nice and smooth round there. Look at that. He was carrying an extra 5 miles an hour than he was. That's the difference. Does he get a cheeky slipstream? He doesn't. I think he might have got a little bit, but can he improve? He does by almost 2.5 attempts. A 1:39.0. Will we see anybody get in the 38s tonight? Firmsy goes 4 attempts quicker. The 39.1. They are half a second clear than anybody else. Like that, those two will be absolutely dominating today. But of course, there will be safety cars. Charlie goes a couple of attempts quicker. He's on a 39.6 now, so both McLarens in the top 4. McLaren currently sitting 7th in the Tier 1 constructors after being very pretty much team to beat last year. But a few issues this year have seen them struggle down in 7th position. I say struggles, it was Elite Risk not being able to race, really, wasn't it? Let's stay with Krigmit. The game says he's 6 attempts over, so maybe we won't be with him. Right, Dan's a couple of attempts up. Can he break into the 39s? Currently 1.2 off the pace. I think Benson's going to cross the line first. He is. Oh, it's Dan spun it. No, he did. He's moved it. Right, Benson, can he get any closer to the back of Firmsy? Oh, he does! He gets very close. There we go, we've got a freeway fight. Jesus, that was a big improvement from Benster. And of course, with these guys not likely... guys likely won't be using the soft tyres in the race. But Jake currently in P6 now. The game says he's a lot up, but I got the feeling... There you go, there you go, he's off. He's done his outlap. So, look at that. We've actually got... we've got 5 cars that basically retired. Obviously, Poe's done his 40.9. But you got Turner, James, Vaughan, and Ogween all not setting a time. Bio as well in there. He's got to set, if he sets a time, he puts himself in P14. Same as Dylan. All he needs is a lap time. Here does come Dylan. And he does a 140.3, which puts him in P8. So a decent lap there to put him himself in front of Visions. Just behind Dan. It's having a good time so far. What about Bio? Let's see what Bio can do, shall we? Across the line and a 140.3. Another driver ahead of Visions. So the bottom 4 who didn't set a lap. You've got Turner who retired on the final corner before setting up a lap. James, I think, who had an issue with getting his car. Not sure what happened to Vaughan. And Ogween, again, just been in it. So anyone on a fast lap? I don't think so, apart from Winnets. Game says he's about a 10th up, which will... Well, it won't move him anywhere, to be honest. It'll keep him in P14. So he's got to find a lot more time if he wants to trouble these leaderboards. That's what I'm pretty sure. He touched the wall there. Is he going to go on? Is he going to continue? Because if he's lost downforce going through this section here, it's going to be very tricky. And I think he's alright. I'm getting all on the right hand side. Now, will he keep the car straight? Or will he keep to the right? He's keeping to the right, you know. And he does a 140.2, which puts himself into P8, so he does improve by quite a lot, actually, to be fair. And it's close. Once you get past Matt Veg, you got a 40.2, and then all the way down to Dylan, who's just retired in the pits, I think. So yeah, you got look down to 40.2, and then you got a 0.2, 0.3, 0.3, 0.4, 0.6. So you got 4 tenths separating about 6 cars here. Charlie is the fast one. I wonder if he's going to give Elite a tow. I don't think he will, actually. Is anyone to finish a fast one? Veg, Firmsy. No, so I believe the first one to cross the line will be Charlie. I think Cricknet is on an out lap, isn't he? Bio's on an in lap, but he is done. He won't be any faster than 10th. Visions is on an out lap, and he's got Cricknet behind him, hasn't he? So Cricknet could be using that slipstream, and Benson decided to retire. Is that in the pits? I think it is. Maybe saving a set of tyres, thinking that he's third place is safe as Bio retires in the pits, of course. Watch out for Cricket's time here, because he could set a purple sector if he's got enough slipstream going. So first was Charlie, wasn't it? So Charlie, then the 2 Hasses. It's Elite. It's Charlie first. Can he improve to get? Can he get any close to Benstar? I'm sure Elite Rich would love it if he could. Oh, Elite Risk has done it. Elite Risk has stacked it into the castle section. That was unexpected. Which that could have well truly screw Visions and Cricket, but here comes Charlie to cross the line, and he does a 139.5, so not quite close enough. And look at that, Matt Veg has got the slipstream. Is he going to do it? Oh, he doesn't improve in firms, he doesn't improve either, so it's as you were. As, oh, I'll say that. Dan goes P5. He improves by half a second. Anyone else? What about Vision? Krigmit has definitely fallen off, probably because of the car in the castle section. Can Visions improve? A 40.4 won't be good enough for him, and he does a 40.0, which puts him up into P6. Very good lap there from Visions. The cat is amongst the pigeons. And that is a tasty looking grid. Okay, let's run you through the qualifying order, shall we? Elite Risk takes pole position with 1:39.0, half a tenth ahead of Firmsy, who joins him on the front row. We've got Benster and Charlie, P3 and P4 on the second row. Dan with a late qualifying, that's put him in P5 with Visions joining him on the front third row with a very good lap. Matt Veg is in P7 with Jake in P8. We've got Winnets and Tyler on the fifth row of the grid, rounding up the top 10. And then the rest of the grid, we've got Dylan, Bio, Crickmit, Poe, and Lenny. And then, of course, we've got Turner, James, Vaughan, and Ogween not setting a lap. So then, while I see what time Jake is going to do it. Do not ready up, says our Jake. .20:59, so we've got a couple of minutes. Right, so while we wait, I'll just put the standings up on the screen for you.
Gone for the big dive. Hamilton dives out of the way.
But no, Isaac's going to do it. He comes across the line to take P1 on his debut. What an amazing race. The battle of the late breakers, and Elite Risk gets it.
Oh, lovely move from Scotty.
Look, here we go, then around the outside. Oh, what a move by Eno. That is not a place to overtake.
Buddy War's not going to give us up without a good fight.
Oh dear me. Oh, and look at that. Pegoniak and Charlie going at it. Go on. Okay then, we are moments away from lights out. Time to get race ready with Elite Risk on pole position. Here we go then. We've got 3 lights, we've got 4, we've got 5, and it's lights out and away we go. Looks like I'd say a decent start, but looks like we've got a bit of a slow one at the back. Elite Risk leads into turn 1 firmly, almost getting out of shape. And Benson takes advantage and goes up into P2. A lot of squabbling at the back there. But people seem to be making it through just fine at the moment. There's a particular race strategy. A one-stop, medium to hards, or you've got a medium and hard. Softs not all of the day according to the game. Look at that, Turner's already up 6 positions. That is not what the Turner would have wanted to see. Ogwin is up 8. So the Mercedes a proper charge through the field. As the Ferrari is currently bringing up the rear. Oh, and it's... Oh, Crickmet. Oh, dear. I cursed him, didn't I? Saying that he had a decent race last week and he is already at the back. But never fear. It's Baku, so there will likely be a safety car or 2. And Jake's gone round. What's happened to Jake? Oh, has he lost it? Has he gone straight forward? Oh, I'm not sure what's happened there. That's a bit... We've got a yellow flag. We've got virtual safety cars. So, actually, this won't be the end of the world for Jake. Alright, let's have a look at tyres. So we've got kind of an even spread between hards and mediums, and few of the tier 2 lads have opted for a do or die strategy to start on the softs. They won't last very long, mind you, as Lenny, another one who doesn't have a wing. So that's the one stop out the window for these boys. And likely the end of that soft tyre experiment. One's got to be careful here, because Lenny without a wing is going to be very slow around here. Let's watch Lenny go in the pits, because this could quite be a disaster. It's quite a sharp turn here. And he managed to slow down. Does he slow down? He does. Well done, Lenny. Right. So VSC still out. So the top 4 on those hard tyres. Look out for Dan. He should be making a charge, really. You'd favour him to overtake Charlie, but see if he's got the race pace to deal, to kind of keep with that top 3 if he can get past. Vision sitting nicely in P6 there. He would be delighted with his start, not to get tangled up. That Tyler in the points, he's going to get swamped as we are green flag racing now. How long will Tyler stay ahead? Please don't make any silly moves around him. Well done, Tyler. Oh, a bit of lag there. For a minute there, I thought Tyler was going to go for a bit of a dive. But he doesn't. So, the next question. How long will he stay? Oh, look, there's a secondary one. A soft, medium, apparently, is on the card as well. But let's just watch the speed difference between kind of the championship leader and Tyler. And look at that, Dan is already past the McLaren. And we've got a yellow flag and it's Poe. He's in the wall. What about Tyler? Right. Let's see, was that a safety car or was it a VSC? Another VSC. There's a bit of a late call out. But another VSC it is then. Where did Poe lose it? Into the wall there. Very easily done. I know that he's kind of tractioned out the corner by the looks of it. So, a second VSC of the day. Careful to not call this the VSC Grand Prix. I'm sure that'll be fine. But yeah, top 3 still separated by under a second each, and Dan now on those medium tyres will hopefully be able to close up. Hopefully we will go green flag racing very soon. It'd be quite funny if we went green flag racing here, where everyone's tyres will be quite quite warm, but there you go, green flag racing. We go through the castle. This could spell disaster for a few drivers here if they're not careful. But it looks like most people are negotiating it safely, and DRS is now enabled. So of course the VSCs has enabled Benson and Firmsy to stay within that second. So Benson, will he make a move into turn 1? We highlighted earlier about turn 1 being a preferable overtaking opportunity, and there you go, Turner is already past Tyler. And it looks like Ogwin is coming in for some as well. Oh, and then they get a bit of lag just to help out. Right, I've gone the wrong way. It was an elite risk, and look at that, he's got enough to stay ahead of Benson, isn't he? Yeah. So I guess the move, if Benson will make one, will be up into turn 3. But Benson trying to elite risk hold out, and I'm sorry, I've got to tune back into Tyler here because Tyler is racing the mighty Mercs here, and is he going to have a go? Is he going to have a go? He's got the speed. Turner goes for the middle of the track, and Tyler says, thank you, I'll just go around the side, and there you go. Championship leader is overtaken. Oh, and he gets very screwily coming out the corner there as well, doesn't he? Tyler lives to fight another day as Lenny and then Jake set the fastest lap of the race. Back at the front, gap just half a second then. I don't think Benson will mind finishing P2 as long as he does almost need Firmsy to kind of not be there, because the gap will only come down by 3 points, and it'll be 20 points going into the final 2. But obviously we are only on lap 4 of 26, so there's a long way to go here in Baku. And, look at Charlie, definitely not liking those hards, because Danny's on the back. We've got another yellow flag, and it's is that Dylan? Dylan's had a bit of a moment. He's lost one of his front end plates as well, so not good news for Dylan and Alpine, unfortunately. Having a bit of a mare race with Zach not turning up for some reason. This is where Tyler needs to be careful and stay within that second, but I think he's just grabbed out of it now, but will he still benefit? No, that's such a shame for Tyler. But now the Mercedes, how long will it take Tyler on those mediums? Sorry, Turner, not Tyler. Turner to figure, look at that vision. Charlie's struggling on those hards as he's going wheel to wheel here with his visions. He's looking very racy at the moment. Second bite with DRS Charlie for visions, and it looks like Charlie got a good exit there for turn 2. So visions not having a look this time. Might have to shape up and go again the next lap. But look at Charlie, 3.5 seconds now behind Dan. The gap is ever increasing. He's down the back of the grid. Oh, and Vaughn's in the wall. And Byers retired. What's happened there? Well, and there we go. We've got the 4-course safety car. The safety car is out. Right then, a reset. So Vaughn gets away with the wing damage. Now, will we see anyone pit? I think it's definitely too early for the hard tyre guys to come in, because I don't think mediums will go to the end, but everyone else could afford to put on. Everyone else at the top 10, you might as well go for a gamble and put a new set on, but we'll keep an eye to see who dives in and who doesn't. So is anyone in? Looks like people are staying out for now. No, Firmsy goes in. He's getting rid of those hard tyres, so maybe he's going to go for a medium stint. That'll be interesting to watch. And there you go, Matt Veg also in the pit, so both Hassers, are we going to get double stacked? Or is the game, has it learned? I think it's not been too bad this year. But let's have a look as... No, look at that. In and out. Very well done. Well done, Codemasters. You've got something right. As Ogween's in the pits as well. He decides to pit for hards and get rid of those mediums. Turner stays out and now finds himself in P6. So, very much back in the fight. There you go. Firms in first. The pit is in P9. Ogwe in P10. Mataved, James all pitting. Jake stayed out. Lenny stayed out. Vaughan obviously pitted because he had the wing damage. Crickmet stayed out, and Dylan stayed out on those hards. The pack has now caught the safety car, so we will get bunched right up. In the pits. Second time in the pits, he must have had a bit of shenanigans. Apologies, I wasn't paying attention there, but not good news for the Haas team. As all, what's happened here? It's Tyler spun round under the safety car. Oh dearie me, Tyler, he was looking so good, and he's gone from 10th to 14th. Oh dear, Tyler. Oh dear. Safety car not in yet. Is it going to be a late call? This sector 2 is around here, so there you go. Safety car is in. The race is about to restart. Right. When will Elite Risk go? That is the question. I imagine with the long straight he'll go pretty late. But then we saw last week in Australia he went pretty early. That wasn't actually straight. Oh, there you go. Here he goes. Here he goes. It was Austria, wasn't it? Sorry, not Australia. Where he was leading, and no one's caught anyone out by the looks of it. But we've got a green flag racing. Looks like no bumping and grinding. We've got firms. We've got past Winnets. Everyone looks like they're behaving themselves so far. Oh, and a bit of a collision there. More than a bit of a collision, but Tyler and Krigmit coming to blows. Krigmit coming off worse. Oh, what has that guy got to do? Do some, get some luck, and there go Firms up at the P6. He is past Visions. Ogween dilly-dallying and is not able to get past Visions. But we've got some turn and throw in here. Turner's up into P5. He's past Visions. So Visions has lost 2 spots already on the restart. Now, how soon can Turner get past Charlie? Given that we're almost halfway through the race, his tyres can't be that fresh now. Only another 4 laps or so, and his tyres will be starting to be feeling a bit tired. But for now, he does seem to still have the grip advantage over the McLaren of Charlie on those hard tyres. Let's see how bold he wants. The closer he gets to Spencer, the more the gap closes in terms of championship points. You don't want to leak any more points than we want to. Neither driver haven't made the stop though, don't forget. Here we go then, look at the speed he gets, even out of there. Press of the button, and that is candy from a baby. Wow. What about Fernsey? I think, there you go. Oh, we've got to go free ride here. We mentioned free wide in the build-up, and oh, Fernsey's tapped the back of Fernsey's tapped the back of Turner, and oh, now Fernsey trying to be a bit polite. Actually, now there's Ogween through this. Oh, it's very tight going on. Ogween's tapped the wall. Has he got damage? Has Turner got damage after tapping the wall? Ogween has gone from P7 to P4 in a matter of corners, and Turner follows him through. So the Mercs are now P4 and P5. It's going to be interesting to see though if Turner does have damage. We've got another yellow flag as we've got cars spinning. It's Visions. Oh dear, Visions has had an early bottle this time. And Jake in the pits again as well. He's obviously had a moment. But Charlie is... Wow, what's happening to Charlie? He's all over the place at the moment. He's gone to the P8. He's gone invisible. I think he's driving. I think he just needs to reset. And all the Red Bulls come into close there. Yeah. Oh! I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh, but that was, oh dear, that was so unlucky for the Red Bulls. It's a VSC, not a full safety car, but I think it was either Vinnett, it was either Vaughan or Winnett that just went straight into the wall, and obviously he didn't ghost, and his teammate went right into him, and that is a double Red Bull DNF. Oh, the car's still there. No, they're gone. And wow, if Fresh is watching, I'm sure he will be tearing his hair out. As there you go, the hard tyres runners of Elite Risk and Benson are in the pits. We've got a lot of new pits under this VSC. Oh no, it is a safety car. Oh, my apologies, I didn't see the yellow dot. So Ogween now has the lead of the Grand Prix. Ogween does not have to pit again, don't forget. And now James, who is running a standard setup because of he got locked out of the lobby, finds himself in P2. Lenny finds himself in P3 on a podium place. In Tier 1, it's Dylan. Look at that, Dylan, P4. The guy was last, rock bottom last. And now finds himself in P4. Great stuff from Dylan and from Lenny. Look at that. But these two, I mean, with the speed of Ogween, I mean, these three cars could really mess up the order here. They could actually get in the way quite a lot. Oh, and hang on. What's happened to Cricket? Cricket's retired now. He's lost it under the safety car. Oh my goodness, we've lost a fifth car. Wow, it's all going on tonight. I'll be honest, I thought this was what the Tier 2 would be like, but Tier 1 are proving that they're not immune to the Baku safety car. So then, 5 drivers out. We've got 14 left. Ogween finds himself in P1 after starting. I'm pretty sure he was right near the back, wasn't he? Let's have a quick look, see where he started. Yep, up 18 positions. So yes, he started last. So last the first challenge is almost completed. We've got Visions in the pits. Is he going to get a new nose? I think he's okay for a nose, but I imagine it'll be mediums to the end now. Jake in the pit again. He's going to get rid of those hard tyres. Does he have a fresh set of mediums to get him to the end? And of course, they probably will go to the end now, given that there'll be a few safety cars. You imagine that he'll be able to get to the end. It's a very intriguing race we have here. Lenny will have to pit again. He won't go to the end. Dylan can go to the end, but I'm not too sure his hard tyres will be very friendly at that point. It can be very tricky at a place like Baku. Elite Risk finds himself in P6. How quick can he get past the cars in front of him to maybe challenge Ogween? And of course, a win for Ogween is great. Is good news for Turner, even though Turner finds himself in P11 and Ben's the P7. Ogween in the lead obviously minimises the potential points that Benza could get and catch Turner. Benza, of course, looking for his second championship in a row. The standings are looking pretty tight at the moment. Look, a reminder, 23 points the gap between Turner and Benza. Firmsy 60 behind. He can still have a chance, but not looking too good on the push. You can see there, even Dan, look, P6. They want to overtake Aiden. Elite Risk there. Only raced 5 races this season. That'll be why McLaren aren't doing as well as they should be. And of course, as mentioned before, the Tier 1 Constructors is wrapped up. And so the safety car is out for another lap. Which will be good for all these guys that stretch their strategy as much as they can. And someone like Lenny will have a trick up his sleeve. He would have done his 400 laps last night to see what he can come up with. Someone like Lenny, who doesn't have the ultimate pace of a Tier 1 driver, can sometimes outsmart them with a good strategy, as is evidenced by his current P3, outshining his more pacey teammate. Question is, who is in pole position to win this race? Ogween, of course, we know will have the pace, but as tyres go to the end, that will be the question, really. And then after that, it's who's going to be on the podium? How long can James, Lenny and Dylan keep the likes of Matt Veg and Elite Risk behind? Venture as well, same as Dan and Firmsy. All those cars will be charging. Right, safety car should now be in this lap, and there you go, as if by magic, safety car is in. I wonder, will James have much of a go at Ogween in turn 1? I'd like to say yes, but I think the reality is probably no, given James on the standard setup. But Elite Risk, I think he went back around the pit, back around the pit entrance, didn't he? When will Ogwin go? Giving it the weave, warming those tyres up, and looks like Ogwin could well be. There you go, off he goes, Look at that, Charlie. Oh! Hang on, what's happening here? Benson's got past. I think Dan was trying to let Firmsy through, and if anything, he's let Benson through, and he's let Elite Frisk through, and Matt Veg. And Benson now down to P8. Oh, he's getting squeezed into the wall. Oh, he was so lucky not to come away with more damage there. But they're going 2 by 2. Oh, and Benson's gone round. Oh, no. It looks like there was some contact. Oh, and Benster. Oh, dear me. That is absolute horrid news for Benster. He can still claim points here, but that is absolute nightmare. As Elite Risk is now behind Lenny. How much more speed will he have? Lenny's got to be careful here. Just run his own race. Elite Risk will just power past him. There you go. That's what a tier 1 driver can do to you in one corner. Oh, and Lenny! Oh, dear me! I think Dylan was having a slip as well, but he's come a cropper, and they're all. Oh, the castle section is not somewhere where you want to be trying to overtake people, but what they're doing right now is look at that. When was the last time you saw the Alfa Romeos propping up the back of the grid? But look at that. Ogwin 1.6 already. As Dylan Span, now he's just having a bit of a nightmare, isn't he? He was P4 earlier, and now he's P10. As Ferbsy now gets past Lenny, I think Lenny knows his place. Is he going to let Matt Veg through? What's he going to do? Burn a bit of that battery, stay ahead for now. Well, Matt Veg will really have a go into the corner. They're both on the medium tyres. Lenny, of course, is on the older tyres, and he goes for the middle. As Turner's in the pits. Oh, another sting in the tail for this just championship fight. Now, Matt Veg, can he get past Lenny? He's got to. Lenny defending well. He's not defending hard. He's just putting his car in the right place, and Matt Veg has got nowhere to go. As Spencer is in the pits, of course, because he did lose that nose cone. Shame. But both Turner and Benson, the P1 and P2 in the championship, are currently P13 and 14 and currently out the points. Outstanding stuff. So it does open up other positions. Elite Risk is catching James. He's not passed just yet, as we've got Charlie and Matt Veg having a go. It's going to be pretty dangerous into the castle, but thankfully Matt Veg yields. And now it's Charlie's turn to try and get back. Lenny's dropped 3 seconds already to Firmsy. And yeah, obviously Matt Veg has been caught out somewhere. How patient will Charlie be trying to get past Lenny? As you can see, Vision's getting past his favourite person, Tyler. If you know the tier 2 commentary, I think you'll know what I'm talking about. As Tyler's now loses out to Dylan as well. I think it's DRS just yet. But Lenny getting out. Oh, he clips the wall. Oh, he's so lucky not to bin it there. And Elite Risk does get past it to P2. Wow. That was so lucky. And Lenny, I think, did hit the wall in the end. Either that or he's coming in for a scheduled pit stop. Oh, and James! Oh no, James! He spun. That's a strange place to spin. We got a VSC, or is it a full? It's a full safety car again. So not quite the disaster Lenny was thinking. Which is good for him because the pack will bunch up again, and we've got safety car number 3. Great news for Benster and Turner, of course. We've got those fresh mediums on. This will be where Ogwin can pit if he wants to. He will, of course, come out. I mean, he'll come out in P9, won't he? So, not the end of Ogwin. And it puts Elite Risk firmly back in charge of this race. If Ogwin pits, of course. Ogwin could choose not to pit. But he's got older slower tyres than Elite Risk. So I don't think he'll want to. I mean, he may well think he's got the pace. He may well want to try. But we've got some interesting developments here. It's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. To be fair to James, he lasted longer than I think some people thought he would, given that he was on the standard setup. And there you go, Osween is into the pits. What about Elite Risk? He does dive in. Fresh set of mediums. Firmsy stays out. Charlie stays out. What about Dan? Dan's in. He wants to get rid of those hards. What about Matt Veg? Matt Veg is in. Visions is in. Dylan's in. Jake stays out. We know Dylan's in. Lenny is a bit far away, but I imagine he'll be staying out. Everyone else will be staying out. So Oggreen then, because everyone else is pitted, finds himself in P3 now, and he's got the fresher tyres. Jake finds himself in P4 now. How long ago did I say the Alphas were at the back, P13 and 14, and now they find themselves P4 and P13. Elite Risk finds himself P5 now, but he's got the same tyres as Oggreen. But of course he does have that car of Jake in between. And now these guys will now go to the end. Unless any shenanigans happen, this will be it now in terms of schedule stops. Unless Firmsy and Charlie run out of grip, then I imagine this will be it. Can't imagine those two will want to pit again. Pack not quite bunched up, so this car won't be in this lap. And Tyler's back in the pits. Does he have random damage? Nope, just, oh, that's a very bold move from Tyler. I don't think they'll go to the end. If they're fresh, if they're proper fresh, then maybe. But they won't be kind. I'll tell you that much. So then, Firmsy is now the leader. The first time he's led this race today. Can he pull out a gap on Charlie before Ogri does the inevitable and overtakes Charlie? Questions that we need answers for, and answers that we will get in the next 10 minutes or so. Approaching the sector 2 marker. Safety car should be in. So, third safety car, third different leader. They're still not in. I didn't see the sign. There you go, it was just a very late call for some reason. Despite the pack being shuffled up, it was a bit of a late call. Hopefully no one got caught out. And look at that, no one's got a penalty so far. Oh, and Firmsy's caught him lapping there, but hasn't he? Look, he was winding up. And they've gone, and hasn't caught him out too much. We've got Jake and Elite Risk going side by side. Elite Risk looking to make the move early up into turn 1. How much will Jake fight this? Not much at all is the answer. Oh, and Elite Risk, it's all out of shape there. And he's gone from overtaking Jake to losing the position to Dan. Dan's gone from P6 to P4. Jake, that certainly wasn't in the playbook. And at this time, Elite Risk does outpower. And Ogween, there you go. He's already passed Charlie. Ogween up into P2. How quick will he ever take Firmsy as Dylan goes for a move on Lenny? All these guys on their fresh tyres, of course. Once again, the two championship contenders at the back, trying not to trip over each other, and of course the driver ahead. I imagine they'll be quite likely frustrated with what's going on. Visions trying to say the tyre and 2 into the... Oh dear, oh no! Oh dear me, what is going on? It's all going off here in Baku. Baku does some strange things with people's driving car. I really hope Benza hasn't got damage, because that was a fair old nudge he gave Visions, wasn't it? And Tyler, of course, on those soft tyres, will initially be quicker than these guys. It won't be long before the tyre wear kicks in for that Williams driver. At the front then, Firmsy, he's already going in defensive mode against Ogween. I don't think there's much he can do. Considering his tyres are that much older. Will he have moved into turn 1? No, he will not. What about Charlie and Dan? There you go. Dan up into P3. Oh, but he goes way, way too deep. And this time it's Elite Risk who takes advantage. And Charlie's trying to let him through. And they're going hammer and tong here. And it's currently McLaren P3 and P4. Dan was trying to retake Charlie there, and it looks like he may have the momentum here to go into turn 3. No, he thinks against it this line, but it's Charlie who goes into deep this time. And now there you go, Dan up into P4 at corner 4. Oh, and they bang wheels again, and Charlie very lucky to get away with that one. And Jake, the leading Alfa Romeo driver in P6 here, he will be the next to try and take some points off Charlie. Ogween, look at that, he's already ahead of Firmsy. It's almost a second already. Crazy stuff, and Elite Risk is 3 seconds off now. It's 4 seconds off Ogween. Can he do anything about Ogween? He'll probably set off a third place at this moment. Although he probably thinks he can catch Firmsy once his tyres go off. And Dan, of course, will want to keep touch as well. The podium is up for grabs. And Charlie's falling back by 2 seconds, so he's really not enjoying this, is he? Oh, look at that, and he's got way out of shape there. And this will give Jake the opportunity once again. And is that tyre on Lenny? It is. Tyre on those soft tyres. And Lenny letting Visions through as well. Visions. Alright, what's going on here? We've got battling up and down the field. It's currently non-stop at the moment. Not sure where to look. Still behind Tyler. Which means we'll start really have a look at that veg. Lenny, who was P9 a moment ago, finds himself P11. And they're straight from Benster. Benster will want points. You can see Turner behind him in P13. Oh, and Lenny's gone straight on there. What was Leonard doing? I think he's just missed his braking point. And that is not great from the AlphaTauri team principal, but it's fair enough keeping it out of the wall. But that is unfortunately, unless it's a late safety car, that is unfortunately Lenny's shot at points in Tier 1 over, unfortunately. At the front, Ogween's gap is up to 3.3. Elite Risk is indeed closing that gap. It's gap come down by almost half a second to Ogween. As I say that, Elite Risk 41.1. Hang on a minute, was that? How much was that? Wow. So Ogween's, that was second faster, so yeah, Ogween very much in charge. As more action again, this time Jake, he's under pressure from Dylan. Ooh, Dylan have a go at Charlie. No, he's too far off. What about that veg? What do you look? Jake? Nope. Well, there you go, look, Veg is in the points, P9, he's got past Visions. Oh, Visions is in a moment by the looks of it, because he's now 7 seconds behind. Ben's looking to put these guys off. Clock in with Dylan, shall we? Half a second behind Charlie. Used a lot of his ERS. We've got 5 laps remaining. Ogween at the front. Oh, and Charlie getting all out of shape again. And this time it'll give Dylan a good run. But I think Dylan knows that he should stay behind and just let that DRS come to him. And Charlie once again struggling to grip in that McLaren. Really not enjoying those tyres, but actually this will be probably harder than it looks to overtake as we get the lovely helicopter shot. And Dylan's DRS wide open. There you go, he overtakes Charlie nice and easy. Jake obviously going there as well. Charlie's lost 2 positions on one straight. Nothing he can do, just sat there waiting for it really. Having said that, he does stay ahead of Jake. Dylan up into P5 for now. And Tyler's retired. I didn't see that. Well, turn for the books. But anyway, Charlie now down into P8. Benz is overtaking him. We've just got to be careful. Bit of a bang wheels there. And is that Turner off? It is! Turner's having a rotten race. And Benzer. Oh no, we've got a bit of front wing. Whose front wing plate was that? Is it Matt Veges? I think it might be Matt Veges. I think I saw. Yep, Matt Veg. So, he'll be putting in Benzer. Now gets past Jake, and look at that. They must know that Turner's out of the points. Benzer can sniff P5 here, which, considering where he was a few laps ago, will be a mega bonus. And P5, you can see the championship wasn't over. The gap is only 23 points. And if Turner continues to not score tonight, time running out for a safety car, so I don't think Turner's going to get any points tonight. Benzer will have the run on Dylan here. We've got a yellow flag and Visions has binned it. Oh, Visions. So, is that time for the safety car? I think we might be lucky enough to not have a safety car. No, there's no safety car. We've had our allocation of safety cars. But, first off, Elite Risk behind Firmsy. Benzer does indeed get past Dylan. Can Elite Risk can get past Firmsy? Not at this time. And look at that, Dylan having a right go at Benzer. But Benster, because of that, is able to get DRS. So Dylan unfortunately not able to try and win back his P5. Right, excuse me. Phil's starting to spread out a little bit. Obviously, Benson, I don't think he's going to catch Dan in 3 and a bit laps. Elite risk. Oh, we got another yellow flag. It's Turner coming out of the pits. I saw a Mercedes and got a bit excited there, thinking that Ogwee might have made a mistake, but nope. The guys relentless and elite risk gets past Firmsy pretty easy here. This will allow Firmsy to get the DRS. Will Firmsy re-overtake him? He does. Well, that will give Elite Risk advantage into turn 3, of course. Can Jake do anything that didn't? He's a bit too far behind. So, let's watch Elite Risk and Firmsy, shall we? The battle for second position. Oh, and they've touched, and in fact, oh, Firmsy retired. How did he retire from that? That's just stupid game mechanics as usual. Oh, it's ruined an absolute great finish to the race. It gives Benson an extra couple of points. It moves Turner into P10. We've now got 10 runners. Lenny in the points from Tier 1. Outscoring his teammate, his more illustrious teammate. The team principal showing you how it's done. But, wow. Now, I guess now it's, can Dan overtake Elite Risk? Because Elite Risk is going to have damage. How much damage does he have? He's got an end plate missing, so, he might pit, he might not. It might be quicker for him to not pit, to be honest. If he does pit, he's going to come out way down the field. He'll probably come out in P9. So the safe bet here will probably just I'll let Dan go, as much as it pains me to say. Don't fight it too hard. And bring home that P3, because I don't think Benson's going to close 8 seconds in 2 laps, as good as he is. Oh, and look at that. Elite was going so deep into turn 1, and he's actually gone into the wall. Has he completely? Yes, he completely lost his wing now. And look at that. Benster, rubbing his hands with glee here, finds himself now in the podium position. And Elite Risk's race has just gone from worse to worse to absolute dreadful in the space of a couple of corners, really. That promotes Benson P3. Dylan, if he can keep it in the white lines, is going to finish P4 here. And Jake will know that P5 is up for offering, because he'll be in the same party as Benster. Charlie as well. And I'll tell you what, Lenny can get P8 here. Elite Risk has got, I know there's only 1 lap left, but surely Elite Risk has got a pit. It's too dangerous at a track like Baku to not pit, if I'm being honest. As Turner, he goes off at turn 1, after setting the fastest lap. So an extra point for Turner at least with the fastest lap, but Benson now 15 points. So he's going to be 13 points ahead, so it will be 10. If it stays like this, the gap will be 10 points going into the final 2 rounds of the season. I'm intrigued to see now if Elite Risk, he's got to go in, because he won't be able to handle these corners. You see how wide he's gone there. He's not going to take these corners. He's going to slow down so much. Dylan's got to be careful here, because he'll have so much overspeed. And oh, Jesus Christ, what do I know? Elite Risk taking those corners with perfection, and Elite Risk is going to stay out. Dylan will get the DRS, and I tell you what, Dylan's got to be careful here. He can probably sense something's wrong with Elite Risk, and Elite Risk gone straight on again! Oh dear, has he got something wrong with the brake balance? Because that is very unlike Elite Risk. He's just thrown away P4 here. So Dylan finds himself in P4. Jake in P5. P3 and P5 for Alfa Romeo. Very good. And we've got, what is Turner up to? He's having an absolute nightmare. I think maybe he's slowing down so he can get lapped. So he doesn't have to do another lap. Maybe, I don't know. But Ogween, from last to first challenge, will be completed. Just a few more corners. The rest of the battles have kind of looked after themselves. Elite Risks somehow still in front of his teammate. Not too sure how much longer that will be for. I think Elite Risk just needs to try and bring it home now. But we'll come back. No, we got the helicopter view at the wrong time. So we'll stay on board. Well, stay with Ogween as he will come across the finishing line to take a very, very well-deserved and very well-earned victory here. You did it the hard way. A lot of stops from the back of the grid. And Ogween crosses the line to win round 13. Great race from here. And Dan will come home with a great P2. Great P2 for him. A great result for Dan and the Williams team. Benson will come home and be absolutely delighted with that. Because at one point he was rock bottom and last. And now finds himself on the podium. Dylan, a P4 magnificence of him. Jake, P5, who was not confident about his race pace. Braves of him, Elite Risk. Oh! Well, he crossed the line behind Charlie. They almost take each other out. But Matt Veg finishes P8. Lenny gets his 2 points. And some, well, claw that gap back to Ferrari. Bring it back down to 10 points. And Turner, who I believe will get the fastest lap. He does, so Turner will get 2 points. So Benson will only gain 13 points. And as we said at the start, it was 23 points. So the gap will be 10 points with the final 2 races of the season. Well, not the most exciting, but it did have a lot of ups and downs on Green Driver of the Day. I mean, given that the guy went from last to first, I don't think that's... I don't think you'll get many arguments there. And yeah, great pace to finish it off as well. And here is your race winner then, dancing his way to the top step. Right then, here is your race down for the Baku Grand Prix. Ogween takes his win from P19 on the grid. Dan joins him in P2. Benson rounding off the podium in P3. Dylan a very well taken P4 with Jake in P5. The McLarens in P6 and P7 with Matt Veg in P8. Lenny gets his 2 points in the AlphaTauri in P9. The second tier 2 driver to finish tonight, with Turner rounding off the points and the Class 5 finishers, with everyone else. DNF, Firmsy, Visions, everyone else. Right, let me just get race director real quick because there'll be a lot of front wings and damage tonight. There you go, and I will leave you with the bottom 10. There you go. Right, that will just about do it for tonight's broadcast. Thank you very much for watching. If you've made it this far, you are of course a bloody hero in our eyes. If you've enjoyed tonight, make sure you join us on Thursday as Tier 2 will have their turn at battling the Baku track. Jake will be in the comms box with either Benson or Visions, I imagine. If you can't make next if you can't make Thursday, then please join us next Tuesday, where we will be in Portugal for the penultimate round of the season. 10 points in it between Turner and Benster. Benster's, as I said earlier, looking for his second championship in a row. He's certainly putting the hard yards in to claw the gap back. But before I talk way too much, let's end it there. Thank you guys very much for watching. We'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye for now.
Gone for the big dive. Hamilton dives out of the way.
But no, Isaac's going to do it. He comes across the line to take P1 on his debut. What an amazing race. It's the battle of the late breakers, and a late risk gets it.
Oh, lovely move from Scotty.
All one, look, here we go, then around the outside. Oh, what a move by Eno. That is not a place to overtake.
Buddy War's not going to give us up without a good fight.
Oh dear me. Oh, and look at that. Take on it. Back in Charlie going at it. Run, pull on. In the last corner, who's going to get the better traction? Race the better line. It's going to be a drag race to the finishing line.